The Cavalier Invite is a meet hosted by the University of Virginia as their last meet before they go swim at the ACC Championships, and it's not uncommon to see a lot of UVA swimmers swim an off event or two just for fun. In previous years, Gretchen Walsh has contested the 200 free and the 200 IM, and now for the 2025 iteration, she's competed in the 100 breaststroke. But Gretchen wouldn't be the only Walsh sister in the field, as her older sister Alex was also entered. Alex recently posted the top time in the NCAA this year at the Eddie Reese Showdown with the 56.98, which is also a new personal best for her. But now that top time is a little bit faster, as Alex and Gretchen both ripped crazy fast swims in this final, separated by the slimmest of margins. Gretchen first turned heads in the prelims of this event, where she posted a 57.34, which is not only a personal best by over 2 seconds, but also made her the 14th fastest performer in history. Then in the final, it was a battle between the Walsh sisters as they touched a wall in some of the fastest swims ever in the event, separated by just 1/100th of a second. Unsurprisingly, Gretchen was out very fast, as is expected with her skill set. With a 26.81, she was almost a full second faster than Alex was at the first 50 with a 27.77. Then on the back half, it was up to Alex to make up some ground, and she did. With a 29.08, it was her turn to outsplit Gretchen by almost a full second, and it was enough for her to run her down and touch first. With times of 56.85 and 56.86, this race was down to the wire and fast, and as the split showed us, they really couldn't have gone into this with more dissimilar strategies if they tried. That race now improves Alex's NCAA leading time in the 100 breast, as well as inserts Gretchen at second. Those swims also move the sisters up in the all-time rankings. Alex moves up from 9th to 8th, and Gretchen breaks into the top 10, now taking that 9th spot. For Gretchen, this adds yet another event where she is one of the top 10 performers of all time. She's of course the fastest ever in the 50 and 100 freestyles, as well as the 100 butterfly and the 100 backstroke, as well as the 5th fastest ever in the 200 free, the 9th fastest ever in the 200 back, and now the 9th fastest ever in the 100 breast. That is an absurd amount of versatility for Gretchen Walsh, and as is often the case for versatile short course swimmers, that versatility is often minimized by some due to short course swimming's heavy reliance on underwaters. The argument being that if you're a good underwater dolphin kicker, then you can be good in basically every event because that skill translates so well. To which my counter argument is, then why don't we see this level of versatility all over the place? There are plenty of very good underwater kickers that are far less versatile. But this 100 breaststroke serves as a far more concrete example of the fact that Gretchen Walsh is good at things besides just underwater kicking. Due to the nature of breaststroke and the way the rules for underwater kicking those events works means that Gretchen isn't able to rip kicks to 15 meters off of every wall. In fact, this is probably the most over the top of the water swimming we see Gretchen do. In fact, it even looks like Alex is able to get ever so slightly more distance on the underwater pullouts, which makes sense for the more experienced breaststroker. So if we're talking about versatility, yes, this is one of Gretchen's preferred distances at 100 yards, but she's not able to utilize her biggest strength, and she's swimming her 4th best stroke, possibly 5th best stroke, because I bet she can do a hell of a corkscrew. I really hope that Gretchen Walsh swims a couple of off events at ACCs. It kind of reminds me of Caleb Dressel at SECs in 2018, where he swam the 200 IM and the 100 breast and set new NCAA records in both of them. The 100 breast record lasted not that much longer, as it was broken at that year's NCAAs, but the 200 IM lasted until 2022 when Leon Marchand finally took it down, and both of his swims in those events still rank very highly all time. Last year at ACCs, Walsh swam what has now become her traditional event lineup, with the only change being the fact that she led off the 800 free relay with a 140.23, which is a swim that puts her at the 5th fastest of all time. As someone who loves to see swimmers do ridiculous things in their off events, I hope they let her do something a little bit different in 1 or 2 events just for fun to see what she can do. I've seen a lot of people talking about the 200 IM, and I would love to see it. By the way, she ranked 17th all time in that event. What did you think about the Walsh sisters in that 100 breast? And if Gretchen leads off the 800 free relay again this year, do you think she's able to crack that 140 barrier? Let me know down below.